thank you for your infinite love, guidance, and protection, Spirit. Please use me as a conduit of light to deliver this message to whoever needs to hear it. And that whoever needs to hear this message be drawn to it like a magnet. Purity. Okay. Ooh. Flame of courage. Ignite the flame of courage, lighting the path of bravery amidst shadows of fear. This has been in the energy a lot lately. Overcoming fears, stepping into a courageous place. I think a lot of us are really shedding some of the things that we've hung on to for a long time. And we've been doing it over the years, but it's that stuff, those last things that are lingering, right? Our old identity, our old timeline, the things that we're leaving in the past. And I think we know we're leaving in the past, but there's some big moves, big steps that have come into play where you really have to have that courage to work through those fears in order to move forward and progress in the ways that you need to in order to expand to this higher version of you. And we got this card of purity, and we can't create this pure vessel, this clear vessel, so the energy can run through it and create this space for a new life, for a new, more authentic, higher version of you who shows up in a way that is in alignment with the timeline that you want to be on, right? These decisions that we're making, like, they are scary. They bring a lot of fear forward. It's those things that we save till last, right? A lot of people save the hard stuff a lot. Just hurry up, get all the easy shit out of the way. And then that last thing that I got to deal with, like, I'll deal with it when I get there. Well, we're there, guys. It's time to deal with the big thing that we've been scared to deal with, right? Stay authentic and aligned, trusting your inner wisdom to guide you towards genuine fulfillment, true intentions. And that's what Spirit is saying. Like, stay true to your intentions. Stay true to who you are authentically. Align with this courage of overcoming these fears, because you know very well that whatever it is, these things that keep coming into your space and shaking up your world because they don't belong there, right? Really acknowledging it exists and putting some type of plan into play and taking the action steps to let go of it, to move past it, to allow it to be in your past so you can move forward into this more pure space, okay? Adventure. Adventure is the path to new worlds. So an adventure is a lot of the unknown. We don't know what the future looks like. When you're in alignment with Spirit, like, start getting used to not knowing and enjoying the surprises that Spirit brings to you along the way through this co-creative process. Life is an adventure. The journey is an adventure, and you either embrace it or you allow yourself to be dragged through it because you haven't let go of this past identity that is afraid of the unknown, okay? You'll start to like it the more you lean into it. But you have to lean into the journey. You have to lean into that connection to Spirit. Lean into that more authentic version of you. Healing waters. Yes. That purity. Healing waters. Thank you, Spirit. I really like this card. The fox is a synchronicity too. That's been coming up a lot lately. You know, the thing about foxes is that they're clever and they're witty. And they know how to adapt. I made a video about that. Foxes are very adaptable and witty and clever. And that's the energy we have to embody when we're coming into this place where we want to have courage and move through fear. Like, get witty, get courageous. You're hyper aware if you're an empath. You have this hyper vigilance in you where you really recognize your surroundings, and it used to be because you were trying to protect yourself from something that could hurt you. But now you recognize your surroundings instead of that being to the negative because you curated this healthy environment for yourself. You can use it to the positive where you're more aware of Spirit. You're able to co-create in such more more in general, to co-create and be more present in your life, and to allow spirit to work through you because you're connected, because you let go of the distractions and the things that were holding you back. Peacock spirit, let it shine. Spirit wants you to be authentic. Spirit wants you to really get to know who you are and how you want to live your life, and say no to anything that isn't that. If it's not that, then see you later. Because you're in this pure place now where you're just not going to be able to tolerate things that you're not okay with. You're done being okay with things you're not okay with, right? And so whatever those last little things are lingering, Spirit's just like, let it go, because you're ready to shine. You're ready for the adventure. You're not afraid of the unknown anymore, and it's go time. Lion Spirit, be generous of spirit. Really be courageous. This is just another message of being courageous too. Be in this space where you prioritize your spirit. You prioritize your own emotional and mental well-being. You prioritize your nervous system being in this space where you respect it, where it's not in a state of fight or flight or freeze or survival or anything. It's in a state of peace where you're connected and you're allowing things to come and go, and connecting with spirit, so you know what's for you, what's not for you. You know how to respond to life when the rough things come ahead. Like, your courage is there. The fear has subsided, because when you have the utmost faith, you don't need fear. What the heck is there fear for? There's no fear when your faith is on next level. Come on now. I trust that what's meant for me will not pass me by. So if you're worried that letting go of some of these old things will put you into this place where, no, I have nothing, I had to let go of everything, but it was just because you had to come into this space of purity. And you have to also come into this space, just like I just said, where your faith is next level. Nothing can pass you by that is meant for you. And you know that. You know Spirit in this universe is not going to forget about you. Heck no, Spirit's not going to forget about you. You've been doing all this healing work and you think it's for nothing? Absolutely not. You know everything's working out for you, and that divine timing is a thing. And that's what's happening in this situation and on your journey in general. When the student's ready, the teacher appears. And sometimes we just have to let go of whatever those last little things we're hanging on to that are still lingering in our energetic field. We have to let go of that to create that space for Spirit to work its magic, okay? Release and healing. A lunar eclipse symbolizes release and healing. Today is a time to let go of old burdens, especially emotional ones. Through releasing, you make space for new energy to flow in. Hello, guys. Literally what I just said. Creating that space, becoming a pure vessel, creating coming into that courage so you can walk through it and be intentional and be present and go on that adventure and know that Spirit has your back, because you've done the healing. You've done the healing. You've let go of the rest of those things that are holding you back, and you're ready, and you trust that when it's divine timing, it's going to be there and it's going to be aligned, and it's probably going to be something you couldn't even conjure up in your mind because you're not on that vibrational frequency yet, and Spirit has your back. Spirit knows what the next best thing is. Your ego does not know that. Your ego knows how to stay a part of the program and to please people within it. And guess what? Your next level, you're not on that level anymore. You're on the level where you've done healing work and you know who you are authentically, and you're ready to embody that and step into that. So whatever this one thing is that you are still holding on to that's kind of holding you back a little, Spirit's just saying trust. It's just healing. And honestly, with this reading, I feel like you are already in the process of letting that go, but it might be sticking with you maybe mentally or emotionally a little bit. Maybe you've already even had the conversation or set the boundary in the physical, but there's this lingering energy, and Spirit's just saying, release it, heal it, because we're ready for this adventure and we're excited. And we want to get going. You know what I'm saying? And so, wow, what a beautiful reading. Trust that what's meant for you will never pass you by, guys, because it really won't. It really won't. And you've been doing the work, and Spirit is so proud. So proud. Like, there's such a beautiful collective of light workers out here that are just very determined to love themselves on a level that just overflows and emanates to everything and everyone around them. And it really takes stepping outside of the program and being willing to come into that space of the unknown and surrender to spirit and surrender to who you are authentically. So yeah, guys, I hope this reading helped. I love you guys so much, and I will see you on the next one.